So I just wanted to read a short essay that I wrote in the weekends that I wanted to put out there in social media because I believe there's a lot of people that have experienced self-pity and, they hating ourselves because we just don't look good. We just don't look acceptable enough. And sometimes, often, always, we compare ourselves to other people. And this message that I wanted to read right now is for you guys. So let's start. Stop hating yourself. I have once dreamt to be at least 5'4" so I can join competition or land a modeling gig that requires at least that height. I hated my DNA. I hated that I am born in a family that is short, which is what the normal Filipino should be. As a 4'10" or 4'11" gal, honestly, I don't remember if it's 4'10", maybe 4'8" or below. Who knows? I have at one point felt so little, and I felt I won't really experience being called a beauty queen ever. I once dreamt to have white porcelain soft skin, and I hated my tan skin so much that I even purchased whitening soaps, lotions, and even bleached my skin, which I wanted to tell you I totally regretted that because I've got blisters all over my body. It's a really bad experience. I have once dreamt of getting plastic surgery to get new big boobs or get a big butt and a chiseled chin maybe or a small face because I just hated how I look. I am looking and following my friends and in my favorite influencer social media, and I can't help but compare myself. I can't help but dream to have the person's life and to have their beautiful body or beautiful face. I did what I could. Please don't come at me and say that I didn't do what I have to do. I did what I could. I tried diets. I tried hair straighteners to make me look good because I have very fluffy and crazy hair. I tried putting on makeup like all the time whenever I go out. I've tried glutathione lotions and soaps, but I haven't tried glutathione injections because I'm afraid of injections and needles, so that's not given. And all of this doesn't work at all because, it's just temporary. It's not permanent. I even bought 7 inches heels and walked in it as if it's an extension of my own limbs because I hated that I only stand 4'10" or 4'11" or so. But at the end of the day, it boils down to me that no matter how I try to fake it, but I cannot really make it. You know what I mean? Sometimes we say, just fake it till you make it. But to be honest, that's not a very realistic approach. Because if you wanted to fake everything, you can't fake yourself. At the end of the day, it's just you. If you look at yourself in the mirror and it's the same old you. You always pity yourself and you always hated yourself. Before I go to sleep, I always check Instagram and Facebook and follow and check my favorite influencers' posts. And I always dream of having a body just like her. And the thing is, while I'm dreaming and, saying that she's so beautiful, I wish I have her face. She's so beautiful, I wish I have her beautiful body. I am just not taking good care of myself, and I'm even munching a big bag of chips. I realized that if you wanted to get something, you need to work hard for it. And back then, I didn't realize that these influencers are sharing highlights of their life and not those moments that they feel ugly, just like me. I even got to the point that I just cry and hated myself and I pitied myself and I hate looking at myself in the mirror. Like, that happens. That did happen. I actually support beauty positivity, but there also like a point in my life wherein I've become too toxic and I just started commenting on someone else's picture because they just look too skinny or too beautiful or too curvy. And I once thought that I love body positivity and I support every other girl in different shapes, sizes, and colors, but I am being toxic myself because I haven't realized that I'm being envious. I envy them for having such DNA. And I know it's bad because I have been a shit. I have been a bitch. I was a fake. I was envy. And you can't really support diversity of beauty without even making peace within yourself. So today I'll share to you the tips that actually helped me understand and accept me, my imperfections, and be happy with other people's achievements without being bitter. So first things first, we need to understand that, imperfections is actually quite normal. Being imperfect makes you human. Maybe someone looks so perfect physically, but they might have internal problems that they believe or that made them imperfect in some other way. You need to understand that no one's the same and everybody's different. In appearance, in status, in taste, and in everything. You can't compare yourself from that woman saying that woman is very successful right now and you have the same age and look at yourself, you're still not there at all. You haven't even reached any of your simple goals in life and that woman is rocking it. You don't know that that person actually has his or her own business, which in fact you don't have your own business and you're just working as an employee, which makes a great difference when it comes to financial status. You also need to consider that it doesn't mean that you have the same age, that you have the same starting line. Now you need to look at your positive features or circumstances and just be happy that you're alive. Sometimes near-to-death experiences makes us realize the beauty of living. And I just wanted to let you know that living itself is a luxury. There's a lot of people out there that wanted to live, but they can't because they might be sick. There are also other people, just like maybe babies, that dream of seeing the world but weren't given a chance to do it because they were aborted. And you were there. You were given another extra day to enjoy, to laze off, and do whatever you want to do. And you're just not being grateful of what you have. And sometimes embracing death and mortality is a way for you to fully understand and appreciate and be grateful of what you have, regardless of how simple your life is. You just need to be happy that you're there and you're given a chance to enjoy life, or maybe sleep entire day, or maybe do what you have to do, enjoy your hobbies. Being grateful is somewhat the first step to a happy you. And I just wanted to say that happiness is actually a state of mind. Like me, I wished to purchase my own phone, which I did, and I was very happy. But after a few years, I realized I wanted to buy a camera, a vlogging camera. And that is my goal. And I am no longer contented with the phone that I have been using for vlogging. And I am really working my shit out to purchase my very first vlogging camera, which would determine my happiness. Humans are born greedy. We are greedy with happiness. Sometimes, even if we are lucky enough to have a complete family, we wish for something else. We are lucky enough to have our own job, but we wish for something else because we crave more. And that's just our human nature. But that doesn't mean that that's human nature. If that's normal, you have to go on with it. Because if you really wanted to be happy, then you have to change your mindset. You have to be grateful of what you have, and you have to be contented. You should stop comparing and stop copying someone else. According to Eric Huffer, when people are free to do so as they please, they usually imitate each other. And that is true. We are given a chance to decide on what we have to do in our life, and it's called free will. And sometimes that free will, we wanted to belong to a certain group, we wanted to validate ourselves, and when we notice that someone is shining, we also wanted to be like that person. The thing is, we don't see that person as an inspiration to shine in our own way, but we use that person as a cheat sheet. It's like a copy, and we wanted to be like them. We wanted to look like them. We wanted to have their skin, their hair, their trending clothes. Everybody wants to have what is trending. And if you're gonna ask me, if we're going to talk about clothes, it's better for you to purchase clothes that are unique. Maybe clothes that are custom made, or clothes that are in ukay-ukay. I don't know if you know about ukay-ukay, but ukay-ukay means secondhand clothes coming from different people. It could have been branded clothes or non-branded ones, or customized clothes that is no longer used by the original owner and is sold in a much more lower price. A lot of people hated to purchase ukay-ukay because they thought it's owned by someone else. And I think if you're going to think about it, because you're not going to wear the clothes unwashed, you're going to wear it after you wash it, so technically it's clean. And I'm just saying this, it's because, you know, sometimes it's better that you're quite different from the rest, because I don't know if you guys remember, in the Philippines we have that trending sunflower dress. When you go to the mall, you will have like at least five women wearing a sunflower top, which is crazy. It's as if you guys are twinning, and you don't want that, right? You want it to belong, but you don't want to look dumb, and you don't want to look like you're really copying someone, which is, you are. That's what you're doing, sadly. Anyway, next is, you need to remind yourself that society norms and beauty standards are toxic, unrealistic, and no good. Sometimes we are brainwashed by social media that you should be wearing this, you should be posting like this, so that you would have a lot of followers, and the more followers and the more reactions you get, the more beautiful you are. Sometimes it's true that we need validations just to, you know, give us a little bit of happiness, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it full time. That doesn't mean that you have to rely your happiness on your likes and reactions, right? Social media and the norms, like the beauty standards, are all unrealistic. If you're going to look at every woman that you know of, you would realize that there's little to no chance of them matching the beauty standards in social media. Some of those pictures are actually edited to look good. And same goes as you, that influencer might have had insecurities before, and they're doing that to fit in. And you don't want to rely your happiness onto other people's validation, or rely your happiness on what's trending or what the society believes to be beautiful, because that wouldn't really help you a lot, especially in your mental state. You would need to accept your imperfections. The positive and negative side, maybe you hate your mole because it's too big. Maybe you hate your lips because it's uneven. And maybe you hate your eyebrows just like me because it's too crooked. And every now and then you put makeup on it just to fix it and make it look good. But at the end of the day, when you wash your face, it's still the same thing. So why not appreciate that crooked eyebrows that you have, that big mole that you have, or that uneven lips or teeth that you have? You know, there's always option to enhance yourself. You could always go to the dentist and fix your teeth. Or you could always do skincare routine to fix problems with your skin. Or worst case scenario is that you would go to plastic surgeon to get your face entirely altered. I'm not saying this because I hate plastic surgery. I followed a lot of influencers that promote plastic surgery, and good for them because they have money to pay for those expensive surgery process, and good for them because they have the will to survive how hard it is. Your body was altered. It's not gonna be easy. It's not painless. You will experience pain in the process, and they're actually doing it. They're doing it because they want validation from other people, or maybe they're doing it because they're not happy with what they look like before, and that makes them happy. We all have different goals in life, and I respect that. But for poor people just like us, you could dream of plastic surgery maybe 5 to 10 years from now if you have like money, maybe if you've saved up a lot. But for now, if you really wanted to build up your confidence and love yourself and be happy, just try to understand that you are different from the other, in that look at yourself in the mirror. There should be 1 or 2 features that you like about yourself. And you can actually take note of that and leverage on that. Because you might be small like me, but I talk a lot, I have a very strong voice. That's what I really like about myself. And I guess that makes me different from the rest, right? Next, I have always been showing everybody else my average life because I wanted to share how would normal life look like, because a lot of influencers and social media have been sharing their highlights, their moments in life where they shine the most, but nobody's been sharing their moments in life where their lights are dimmer than usual. And I just wanted to show to everybody else that, you know, being normal is normal. And I shouldn't be saying that because it sounds like it's not normal at all. But, you know, with what's happening right now in our world, like every teenager just wanted to look good and wanted to show off. It's not bad. It's your channel, it's your life. We need to try to celebrate other people's achievements and, you know, be happy with them. The only way for you to accept who you really are and love yourself is to stop being envious. You know, we can't deny that it's quite normal. You know, it's human nature to be envy here and there. But thing is, if you kept in being envious and, you know, if you're not happy with what you have, and if you are always sad and angry if somebody else reach a peak or reach a goal in their lives and you're not doing the same thing, that is actually quite unhealthy. You know, sometimes in order for you to find happiness and to truly accept who you are, you need to celebrate the small wins of other people's achievements. You need to try to use that energy of, instead of stalking them and sending them messages that are not good and being toxic and hating them because they are better than you, try to use that energy to focus on converting their goals and their happiness into an inspiration. Do your best to reach your own goals as well. Do not base your happiness on other people's goals and the validation and acceptance of the society, because you will never be happy. It's like a void that you kept filling, and you will never fill and you will never be full. Challenge your past, review the values that you have in life, and, you know, try to look at that in a different perspective. Because the more you look at yourself and judge yourself, if you're really doing great, if you are being healthy towards others, if you're being toxic, it's a way of self-awareness. And when you're aware of what you're doing is bad, you will definitely grow and definitely change into a better person. But if you can't practice self-awareness, then you will definitely have a lot of problems accepting yourself, and it's not going to be healthy in the long run. You need to look at yourself as a blessing towards others. And you also need to look at small blessings that was given to you by other people. Life is give and take. So which means you give something and you take something. That goes with relationships, friendships, family, and etc. So the main point of this video is that the more you aim to be accepted by the society, the more you won't be happy. You are trying to fulfill other people's happiness, and you're not fulfilling what you really wanted in life. Sometimes we thought that what we want in life is to be that girl. But that girl doesn't exist, because that girl is just an image created by marketing companies, big companies that wanted to sell their products, and you just have to accept who you really are. It's the first step for you to increase your confidence, and once you're happy with who you are, you have less wrinkles, you have less problem to worry, and you will boost your confidence. So I tell you, it's very helpful to finally take a look at myself a few years from now and hopefully be able to say, I did grow a lot. And I wish you have a great day. Let's eat banana. Happy Holy Week. Bye-bye. All good.